everyone.
Welcome
To the
Lydia's Life
Life
TV.
TV. I'm so happy to be here.
Good morning, ladies, and welcome back to the channel. It is Sunday morning. It is a pretty bright and sunny Sunday morning. I'm back really quick with another video. I was not going to do any videos this week. I've been suffering from a little burnout, guys. I've been really exhausted, and I believe Saturday I stayed in bed all day. I did not get out of my pajamas at all the entire day. I think me and my girlfriend, we FaceTime for like 3 hours early Saturday morning, and after that I went right back to bed. So sometimes your body will let you know when it is kind of exhausted, and you gotta listen to it. You know, when your body tell you, okay, you need rest, you need rest. Because I think I fell asleep last night about 7, and I woke up maybe about 2 a.m. this morning. Then I fell back asleep about 4, and then I got up this morning at 8 o'clock. So I'm just very exhausted. I've been doing a lot. Work has been demanding and just tired, mentally, emotionally, you know, just kind of drained. A lot's going on. And, you know, sometimes, like I said, you just have to take those breaks. So I decided to take a break. But then this subject came across my channel. I don't know. It came up in recommended videos. And it could be because of a hashtag I've used or something like that. I don't know, because sometimes I get recommended videos and I'm thinking, why is this a recommended video for me? But I think sometimes it's associated with hashtags or something similar that you've watched. So I'm not going to say the person's channel, but I know a lot of you ladies may have seen him, or you may even follow him. But it's a gentleman out there that is telling people about how to get high valued men, or how to become a high valued woman, or rating you on your value if you're a valued woman. And I mean, his channel is very successful. The brand that he's created, I can't hate on him. He's very successful. He's probably got around 700,000 followers. He closing in on 1 million followers. And of course, a lot of his followers are men. And, you know, men get on there and they chuckle and they, you know, make fun of women, and they say crazy things. And I think this speaks a lot about the mental and emotional space of some men who may have been burned or been through some changes with some women. So they find this very, you know, hilarious and comical, and to get on there to degrade women on the channel. Because I read a few of the comments. I think I watched maybe 3 videos because I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt, because I actually thought that he was going to be encouraging women about valuing themselves. But it turned out to be something totally different from what I expected. And it just kind of set me aback a little bit. I was just like, wow, you know, in 2021, we have men out here that is really degrading women on this level. And I thought it was kind of, you know, just disrespectful. And I wanted to talk about it because on Self-Love TV, I know this is probably a video for self-love, but on Lydia's Life TV, I also talk about encouragement, uplifting, empowerment, motivation, self-love. All of that is on this channel as well. So I thought it was a good video to bring here, because your value, ladies, is not determined from a man. A man does not determine what your value is. And it doesn't matter to me whether or not who people perceive as being high value people, if they will not date you or marry you, that does not determine whether or not your value is of a certain status. It is about your own belief of yourself. That is the underlying foundation of where value comes from. It's the belief that you have in yourself. And it's an everyday journey that you work on. So every day you're getting up, you're working on making sure that you're valuing yourself, you're loving yourself, you're doing those things to make you appreciate who you are. That's why self-love is so important, to make sure that you are feeling the value from yourself. Do those things that you need to make sure that you are feeling those things. It's not determined by a person. And I found it very disturbing to me that a lot of women was going to him to get rated on their status of their value. And a lot of them, for the most part, I think the 3 videos that I watched, I never saw him give anybody over a 5. Everybody that he rated a 5 or below. And to me, a lot of those women were beautiful, from just looking at them, because they would send him a picture of what they look like, and then he would rate them on their appearance, or ask them what they do for a living, if they had children, if they were single, if they was divorced. And based on the things that they told him about themselves, then he would rate them on a scale. And what I found very disturbing was, if a woman disagreed with his level that he gave them, he would then get very upset, and sometimes he would be just so rude and disrespectful. He would cut them off. He would just hang up the phone call. He would curse at them, tell them they were dumb or stupid or something like that, and get them off the line, and and say he don't entertain ignorant women or whatever. He would say something very disrespectful, and I was like, because you're upset because someone is not accepting your definition of what their value is, so you don't want to have anything to do with him. And he called himself a life coach. If you're a life coach, your job is to create and help a person to be inspired to be a better person. You don't tear a person down by minimizing their level and saying that they can't get above that particular level. And as I stated before, he would not give anybody above a 5. And the videos I watched anyway, it may be some on there that he has, but for the ones that I watched, no one ranked above a 5, and he would tell them they were average at best. So basically, he was telling them that they need to seek out an average man. That means any man that was successfully, in his eyes, on a material, economic status, social status, they don't need to pursue those types of relationships because they weren't on that level, basically. So in his eyes, that you have to be somewhere socially, economically, materialistic or aesthetically to be able to be considered high value. And it's very sad because we have so many young girls today who are out here trying to create that. They're out here going under the knife, doing different things to their bodies to get to a place of feeling like they can be beautiful physically, where they can be accepted in society, rather than people teaching them how to love themselves from within. Yes, to love yourself does mean to work on yourself. So if there's things about you that you don't like, as far as, your weight or your health, the way you feel overall, there are things that you can do. You need to, we talk about it all the time. We need to be making sure and being mindful of our health and making sure we're taking care of that and enhancing our beauty if we like. Make sure you get up and make sure that you do things to feel good about yourself. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It is not determined by some man. It's not, I would not ever go to a man to ask him to rank me and my value. And it's very sad that a lot of women believed him, and that they left that video probably feeling a little low about themselves, a little low self-esteem. And then some women actually accepted it and were like, well, thank you for, telling me, and I know, the type of man I need to be seeking out. And I'm thinking, wow, I've had the pleasure, and I'm going to say pleasure. I've dated all types of men. I've dated men who were, hard labor workers, working 2 jobs, come home, we talking about labor men, I've dated them, and I've dated men making $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 a year, and traveled anywhere around the world that they wanted to go, did anything they wanted to do, could purchase anything they wanted. And it wasn't based on the fact that, because they had those things. And they didn't date me based on the fact, because I wasn't on that level. I don't make 6-figure incomes, so if I had to place myself in that value, then that means value myself based on how much money I made, then that meant that I shouldn't be dating a man that makes 6 figures. Listen to that. Because you don't make 6 figures, you don't need to date a man that's 6 figures, because you're not good enough for a man that makes 6 figures. Value comes from within here. It's the belief you have about yourself. When you're growing up, and hopefully a lot of us have had the foundation where a person taught us about loving ourselves, taught us about making sure that we're respected, and seeking out those things every day to make us appreciate who we are. That's how you learn value of yourself. No one can tell you who you are. And I know that it may be some women channels out here where women are also doing, I don't know, I haven't seen that. But to run across a channel that a man is out here telling women what their value is, we're talking about a man. We're not talking about another woman, even another woman. We're talking about a man. We are two different individuals. We're two different sexes. You cannot tell me who I am. And I found that very sad, and I hope that if a lot of you are following him, that maybe you're doing it for pure entertainment, and it's not you trying to learn or garner any information from him, because that is the wrong example of how to learn about value for yourself, by being superficial, trying to be like the Joneses, trying to reach that status, if you're a woman who goes under the knife to do breast augmentations or to do lipo or get a bigger butt, do it because you just want to aesthetically look like that, not because you're trying to get to a level where someone will look at you and think you're beautiful. Do it because maybe it was something about your body that you wanted to change. You wasn't pleased with the shape of your body, not because you wanted to make sure a man could look at you and find those things sexy or beautiful. If you're basing your beauty off of the opinion of a man, then you really don't have value. You don't have value because you're trying to please society and not yourself. And that's so important that we teach that to women, to young girls all around this world. And if you're following women who are not teaching you that, then you're following the wrong type of people, because you should not be trying to enhance your beauty so that a man will like you. You need to enhance your beauty so you can feel good about who you are. That's what's so important about value and self-love. It's about how you feel, the belief you have of yourself. That is so important. I can't stress that enough. And although my channel is small, I don't know, I'm going to hashtag a lot of his hashtags, and hopefully it will stream in some of his videos and people can click onto it, because I want women to understand that, we got to stop allowing the judgment of people, and especially men. That's one of the problems with us. We are so busy out here trying to have men appreciate us more than we appreciate ourselves. Because a lot of times we can do all those things for ourselves and we're still not happy. We're still not happy. And where there's one woman who looks like you and do that, another woman can do it too. So, just because you do these things doesn't mean that that's going to make a man be loyal and faithful to you. I actually had a guy who jumped on, a young guy. He had to be like late 20s, maybe 30, jump in one of my videos on Self-Love TV. And I was talking about self-love and how women need to make sure that we love ourselves. And he told me I need to stop lying to women. And he said because of my age, that I was not a high-valued woman. And I guess I should be appreciating just the average men that I could get. I always say, little boy, get off my channel. Little boy. That's what I wanted to say to him, because for him to even think that anything that he said would resonate with me as a middle-aged woman who has lived over 50 years of life, that I would care about the opinion of some little boy who's still trying to find himself. Some young man who is still trying to find himself, because he was very disturbed by the fact that I'm teaching self-love to women. Why would that bother him? Because I don't want to accept what he has to say. So we have to stop listening to people who are not elevating us and who are not helping us to be respected and to learn about loving ourselves. That's what value is. It's valuing you. It's not based on the opinion of anybody. Man, if I thought about all the people who would try to say something ugly about me, I would never feel good about myself, because it's been a lot of people throughout my life. I've had men in my life, even my husband. When I was married, he told me that I would never have a man because I had 3 children. If I allowed that man's opinion to infiltrate my belief of myself, then I would have never been able to be in another relationship with anyone else. Your value is based on your belief of yourself, ladies. It is time that you create that. You do the things necessary to build up that self-love within yourself. Work on areas of yourself that you are not comfortable with or that you're not happy with. Don't do it for anyone else but you. I thought that was important to bring today. I hope this has been a helpful video for you guys. I just had to. When I ran across that video, I was just like, oh my gosh, that channel. I was just like, oh my gosh, this is right up my alley. And this is not to bash anybody. That's not why I'm not using his name. You know, he gonna do what he gonna do, because he doing well on his channel. And, you know, more power to him and his platform. But just like that, it is important as women that we rally together and we support our sisters, and we teach them what self-value really is, what self-love really is. And you can get anybody you want. It's about your belief in yourself. It really is. So thank you guys for tuning in today. I will see you guys next week. I'll be back on my grind. Be looking at it about another week or so for my giveaway, showing you guys how much I appreciate you guys for being subscribed to the channel. If you are new to the channel, let me say welcome. I welcome all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for coming through, seeing something that you like, subscribing to this channel. And for all the returning OGs, y'all know I love you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for your support. And I will see you guys in the next video. Remember, always, peace and love. I'll see you soon. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
And subscribe.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.